Very good evening to you traders, this is Mark, and you know what, Yellen has really spiced things up today. Currency pairs are moving, US dollar yen was shifting, pound was shifting, euro was shifting, gold shifting, Dow shifting, DAX is moving. And you know, if you're an intraday trader, if you like to get involved intraday, that is the perfect opportunity. You know, when all asset classes are moving independently or correlated or intercorrelated, but there's obviously money flowing between them, that is when opportunity presents itself, because when institutional money flows, that's when we can get a better edge in the markets. And for the first time in however, I can't remember how many months, the Dow has been a good trading vehicle. I have to be honest, when Yellen came out, I was more focused on the US dollar yen. That was approaching that magic 100 level. It reversed hard, it was looking good. I was really focused on that, trading that, not involved in the Dow. But do you know what happened was, after we had the spike up, these were the clues that said to us that this drop could well happen, or was very likely to happen. Now, we don't know it's going to happen, and I'm not saying I predict this, but there are some clues that we can start to look at, which means it's worth getting involved and to start looking for short sales. The first thing is, like I say, this is all just pretty standard Fed type, Yellen type stuff. Take out the lows of the day, take out the highs of the day, and then just sort of sit in a range. And we had a little bit of a protracted thing, but I kind of expected us just to sit here. You take out the low of the day, the high of the day, and then you sit there. That's reasonably what seems to be happening with the Fed type info at the moment. But more interestingly to me was this. Okay, UK and Europe close at 4:30, which is this little line here. And by the way, this is the prior day's high, this is the close, this is the prior day's this is the low, the prior day's low. So just to mark those on the chart. 4:30 came, we closed. So you get about a 5-minute window when you've got an auction period, specifically in the UK. And look what happened straight after then. So 4:30 comes along, 4:35, we get 2 minutes later a pretty hefty selling bar. Look at the range on that bar. It's like 14, 15 points, biggest range post-Fed to the downside, and we're still above yesterday's high. Now this really does start getting me interested. And also down here you can see what's called the tick index. For those of you familiar with it, you know that it's a must-have if you're day trading the Dow at all. I couldn't trade it without it. It's such a brilliant tool. It's basically showing you the number of stocks trading on an uptick versus the number of stocks trading on a downtick. So it's showing you the swings and how urgent people are executing price. Go and have a look at that on Google for some more information. But it's been my friend now for a good 10-15 years. It's really good. No, actually not quite 15 years, 10 years, about 10 years ago when I started looking at it. So this is really getting interesting. Low ticks of the day and good range of the day, and low volume and above previous day's high. Now you're starting to talk, but I'm not getting excited yet. This is when I start to get really excited. You know, we get a good move to the downside. 27 tick range on a 1 minute candle. That's huge, considering we're still up on the day as well. Ticks go to lows. They go to minus 1,000, which is a really key level that you need to put in if you're trading on the ticks. And the first pullback in the ticks, I'm sure, I'm all over that because it's one of my bread and butter setups, but I haven't had it for a while because it's just so slow. Pulls back to zero. So that's sort of an indication of an unwinding of a spring. You get the extreme move, the pullback to zero. A little bit early with that actually, because it had to sit with it for a while, but there was no threat of that going up. It didn't do anything, just sat there. Massive bear flag at the bottom, and then we just start to roll, and you've got to be targeting a flush through the prior day's low, because you know that once you take out the high and you take out the low, you're going to get some extremes. And actually that was me done, but there was subsequent trades in that was so many really technically based on that. The new low in ticks, pulls back again, pulls back to the prior low, very technical, rolls over, pulls back to the prior low again there, rolls over. You know, you keep getting low ticks, they're trending downwards, volume's picking up, ATR is spiking. You know, it's a good place to be looking consistently for short scalps if you're day trading that. And then finally, the final signal that you may have to stop doing that. I'm not saying go long, but for me it's no more looking for shorts. You've had a big range from the top to the low, a 200 plus point range, and then you get a massive low in ticks of minus 1400, which is the biggest we've had for several months. a retrace back up, which then takes you above that prior low, and then starts to hold, and the ticks don't start going to new lows, that's a warning sign for me. It says, it's due a bit more of an unwind now. So I'll stay clear of that in terms of shorts. We've still got time left in the day. It's only 5:30. I'm doing this video. I don't think I'll be getting involved in it. I'm happy to trade what I have done and leave it alone. But some days you get these clues which tell you something is going to happen and it's worth the risk reward of getting involved. And the clues were the close, the UK close, Europe close, the big range in bars, the big volume, the big moves in the tick index, and taking out levels and holding at key levels. So all little clues that we can take in to say this is worth getting involved in. Anyway, have a great weekend, guys. Hope you had a great trading day today. Loads of stuff moving. Pretty surprising pre-bank holiday, but we knew Yellen was on the card, so it's worth focusing on a day like today. Take care.